Hey vlog, it is February 1st. That means we've got a new month, and that means also new goals. Didn't make the ones in January, but my planner showed me where I did wrong, and now I'm ready to make them in February. My goals for February, I'm calling them out right now. 5K in sales, 50 new members through my 5-day YouTube challenge, and launch my YouTube course. I've been talking about this course for, a couple of months now. I've been actually kind of off and on working on it for a couple of years, but I'm going to get it done this month. It's in my calendar. It's one of the big goals, and we're going to get that sucker launched. Also, yeah, that's the 3 biggest goals for this month. Man, that made for a busy day. Now, I'm planning out the strategy for the rest of the month to make sure all 3 of those goals come through. Email is going to be one of the biggest drivers for that 5K in sales. I just know that is going to be one of the big things that we need to focus on in order to get those sales numbers where they're supposed to be. The challenge, I'm going to have to work some different methods on getting the challenge going and getting the right number, getting 50 people in there, and I'm still brainstorming that strategy. Haven't quite figured it all out, but I'm working on it. I also see where I was wasting so much time last month doing things it just didn't move the needle, to where I'm going to reallocate my time to focus on those things instead that will move the needle. You ever felt like you've been doing stuff, it keeps you busy and you enjoy doing it, but at the end of the day, you look around and it doesn't look like you've done anything? I had a couple of days like that, too many last month, and we're going to fix that. But I wouldn't know that without my planners. I really wouldn't. Documenting the journey is such an important part of basically building any kind of a movement. People need to know what you did so that they don't make the same mistakes, and you need to know what you did so you don't make the same mistakes. Document, document, document. What a brilliant idea. And what better way to document your day-to-day activities than putting them in a day planner? Now, I'm not talking time studies. Time studies are when you're running up against the wall all the time. You need to figure out what is sucking up your time the most. That's what a time study's for. But a day planner, keeping track of all of your appointments and everything you do each hour of the day, really, when you take time to reflect on it, sit back, open it up, go through page by page, and reflect on what you've done on each of those days, you'll start to see the pattern of, when you're most productive. I found that I'm the most productive in the afternoon, evening, and into the night. Mornings, I don't get hardly anything done. That's why I like to do my shopping first thing in the morning. Well, that's one of the reasons. The other reason is I like to be ahead of the people. But I'm just not that productive at getting things that need to move the needle done in the morning. Just doesn't work for me. I'm an afternoon to night owl. What can I say? I know they say, all these big CEOs, they get up at 4 and 5 in the morning. Sure they do. They got to be at the office at 7. What do you expect? And they're saddled with their office. However, if you set your business up right, you're not saddled with your office. You're not saddled with office hours. You can work anywhere you want and anytime you want. That sounds to me like freedom, where the big CEOs, they're saddled to that office from 7 till 7 every day or later. What kind of a life is that? Sure, they pull in big money. Well, no, not really. Most CEOs don't pull in big money. You got to be in a Fortune 100 company to be really rolling in dough as a CEO. So, keep in mind, those hours are crazy. But now that I know what I've done wrong last month, we're going to fix it this month. And guys, I've got this whole planner system. I've got it all laid out for months, quarters, days, and yes, I've talked about trying to get it uplinked, and that was on the plan for today, and I got it half done. That's the one. That and one other thing were the two things that I didn't get done on my list that I needed to get done, simply because, well, one of the major things that I needed to do was edit a video and for the main channel, and that took a little bit longer than I expected, and almost always does. I am shocked when it goes fast. Yeah. It is what it is. Being creative, it takes time, and it always is going to take a little more time than I think. That's just me. I need to, either A, I need to not be quite so creative, or B, when I look at the clock, I need to say, stop, let's go do the next item on my list instead of pushing it down a little bit. Sometimes that's okay, but sometimes you really need to say, well, nope, got to stop on this project, go do the next one, and then move on. That was one of the big things I wasn't doing last month, and I'm going to do it this month. Stick to the schedule. But anyway, I am doing pretty well today. We got all of that done, got the things pulled up. I filmed 2 videos, edited 1. I worked a little on the web. I got a Reels out, stories, TikToks. Yeah, been very productive building content. And tomorrow, and the best part is, since I got so much done today, I can reallocate tomorrow to put the things that I didn't get done today first thing in my creative hours tomorrow. That way I can really push through and work hard, solid on those things. That is the beauty of my planner. I know where I screwed up. I know where things didn't work right, and I can adjust. Do you have day planners? I know I've asked you several times, but do you do this? Do you have goals? What are your goals? Please let me know. I really would love to know what your goals are. Just drop them in the comments. It's just one of those things that we really, if we don't have them where we can see them, we have no chance at ever achieving them. I think for this vlog, I'm going to print out my goals and hang them on the wall. Yeah, this wall right back there. I think I'm going to do that. That way, they are there as a constant reminder. Every time I film, I can see them right behind me, and you guys can see them too. They'll be right there out in the open. Cool. Let me give you a hint. One of the hardest things in the world is holding yourself accountable. Sometimes you really should go on and get somebody else to help hold you accountable. Yeah, it really, really is actually important to have something beside yourself, because let's face it, we take the path of least resistance no matter what we think. We have all these lofty, grand ideas, but we really do, oh, I can do that tomorrow. It hits. Or, well, I just flat ran out of time. I didn't get to it. But every time you say that, you're not getting close to that goal that's going to be right back there. And if you don't have the goal up there as a constant reminder that this is what you're striving for, it makes it very easy to say, oh, I'll get that tomorrow. So I'm going to fix that. That's going to be first thing in the morning. I'm going to put it right there. I'm also going to put it right above my computer. That way I'm striving for it. It's already right there in the front of my binder where I keep all of my day planners. That is so important, but I'm going to put it in big print in places where I can really see it. So, are you guys going to start day planning? Going to join me in the YouTube challenge and build your empire? Because let's face it, guys, I am an empire builder. Don't you want to be one? Join me, and I'll see you tomorrow.